Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Elijah's Enlightenment. I got the sunlight on my face. I'm feeling pretty good. Just getting out for the first time today. Kind of later in the day. Usually I would like to take walks and stuff and get outside earlier, but just gotta go with the flow. I've been thinking a lot about patience. I've been thinking about the little voice in our head that usually is always in the future or dwelling in the past. And I've been susceptible to that little voice as of late. And so I want to come on here, and the purpose of this video is to talk about being in the now. Being patient. What does that even mean? How can we be patient? I think on the surface we all know, okay, yeah, good things come to those who wait. Patience is a virtue, this, that. And for a short time we can believe that. But once you go through the cycles of everyday life and you get a routine going, and let's say you're not working at the moment like I am, let's say you're not doing anything else with your time, I could say that like I am, lacking a little bit of purpose right now in my life. I was in a place where I was just waiting for work. I'm waiting for the football season to start so I could start coaching. I'm waiting for these things to come into the future, and then I'll say, okay, then I'll be good. Then I'll be fulfilled and I'll be happy. I'll make good use of my time then when that comes, then I'll attain it, right? And the weather has really gotten to me with the past, rainy days, on and off clouds, really not seeing the sunlight most days. But today's a beautiful day and the sunlight is shining on me and it's saying, I think you're onto something. Collectively, patience is hard. And I think it's one of those things that is a lifelong journey, and you have to go through a lot of life experience, or you just really have to think about it thoroughly to really attain it. To really sit with yourself comfortably in your room, and if you don't have a lot going on that day, saying, I'm okay being where I am right now. And I'm happy and I'm fulfilled and I'm where I need to be right now. I personally struggle with this because I'm an active person, and if I don't get into my body and I don't do things throughout my day, I get locked in here. I've told you guys that many times. And so I think there's a reason that I'm putting videos out and mentioning that multiple times. The message in my life right now, and maybe it can resonate with some of you, is this. The most power that we all have is in the decision that we choose to make in this moment right now. Your success, your happiness, your contentment will not come projecting it into the future, waiting for a certain stimulus or a certain event to happen in your life and say, then I will attain it. And it does not come from dwelling in the past. So I ate pretty bad yesterday. I ate like this yesterday. I did this yesterday. I was a bum last week. This, that. I think anticipation of the future is good because it lights that little fire under our ass and it says, okay, I have things to work towards. And that's a beautiful thing, having things to work towards. And the reason that we can look back in the past and we dwell on it sometimes is we need to learn from it. We need to learn from it. But here's the key, not to identify with the past and not to identify with the anxiety or the preparation for the future. We're more than that, just sitting out here, looking at the clouds, looking at the sun, having the trees around me. I didn't expect for this day to go like this. Woke up kind of late, was kind of groggy, really didn't do some of the habits that I've been trying to instill lately, but instead of dwelling on it and beating myself up for it, keep it moving. keep it moving. That does not mean it has to be a lazy day in totality. In this day and age with social media and, video games and stimulus and TV and just all the daily things that we have to fill our time with, they are just that. They're just filling the time. Everything in life has to have balance. So does our patience. So does our, abilities and what we use our time to do. It's okay to watch TV and watch YouTube, play your game, just chill at home and be a bum, so to speak, some days. But it's also okay to have those days where you're doing things back to back to back to back to back. But between this end of the spectrum and that end of the spectrum, the thing that remains the same is us. The thing that can remain the same is our mindset about it. To stay even kill. Relating it to Buddhism, the middle way, the middle path. Not deprivating myself from stimulus and starving myself and saying, okay, I need to really focus on myself, not eat, I need to meditate, a crazy amount of hours per day and really find myself. And it doesn't happen on the other end from indulging in pleasures in life and repeatedly doing that, eating out, using drugs, using stimulus, video games, movies, TV shows, things of that nature. Patience, being okay with just sitting and just observing and just being. It's a hard thing to do, but it's a lesson that I'm learning. No matter the weather, no matter the outside circumstances, it always comes down to a choice. I can choose to identify with my thought body, my pain body, and choose to feel bad about what I am or what I'm not doing. Or I can flip the switch just for a second. That's all it needs, is 1 second of flipping the switch to say, okay, I'm not where I'd like to be. I'm not doing what I'd like to do per se, but I'm okay. I am okay. You see some people in the background taking a walk, simply looking at statues, observing them, touching them. It seems like every time I make a video, I see something in my surroundings that really points to what I'm trying to say. And that is to simply be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. The clouds, as they flow and as they go, they're not in a rush. They simply are just clouds. And they pass from the left to the right, from the right to the left, up, down, every which way, but they're always moving. And they always know what they are. Clouds. The same can be applied to us. We know who we are, and this is deep inside. And it's not being our mind, and it's not being our body. It's that divine consciousness, that oneness in all of us that brings us all together, but also at the same time makes us so separate and individual and unique from one another. Patience is something that's hard to learn, and when you're young or whether you're old, the lesson is always going to be hard. But no one said it's going to be easy. And so to really find patience and just being okay and doing the little things, and being okay not doing the little things, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for choosing me today. Bye-bye.